Hey everyone, this is your stimulus update for Monday, July 20th. This update is for those of you wondering about the first stimulus check, as well as those of you that are wondering about the second stimulus packages and the second stimulus check. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Justin and I do stimulus updates as well as give you financial advice. So if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. This week, the Senate is back in session, so there's going to be a lot of new stimulus news this week, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And also, I'd appreciate it if you would like this video so YouTube will share it with others. I'm first going to talk to those of you that are wondering about the first stimulus check and still haven't received your first stimulus check. And then later on in the video, I'm going to be going over the latest from the second stimulus check and the latest from the stimulus proposals that are out there. So if you haven't received your first stimulus check, and if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits, or just haven't received your first stimulus check, here are some things that you can do to get some more information and possibly get your first stimulus check faster than you would otherwise. First, I continue to get questions about those of you that are claimed on someone else's taxes. If you're over the age of 17 and claimed on someone else's taxes, you're not eligible for the first stimulus check. So unfortunately, you will not be receiving the $1,200, and those that claim you will not be receiving the $500 credit if you're over the age of 17. If you're not claimed as a dependent on someone else's taxes and you still haven't received your first stimulus check, then these are the things you should do. First off, check the Get My Payment tool. If it says your information does not match our records, then that means that your address usually is not matching what the IRS has on file. Make sure you try using old addresses. If you have a representative payee, use your representative payee's address. And in addition to that, use the USPS, United States Postal Service zip code lookup tool to format your address, because that's the way the IRS is going to be looking for your address. I'll leave a link to that in the description below so you can try that out and try formatting your address as the Postal Service formats your address. Once you're into the Get My Payment tool, if you're getting payment status not available, that means that your payment is still processing or that you're not eligible for a payment. In addition to that, if you're receiving needs more information, then the IRS is waiting for you to update your information on the Get My Payment tool so that they know where to send your check. If you're on SSI SSDI and receive VA benefits, or if you're just not required to file taxes, I suggest you fill out the non-filers tool on the IRS website. The IRS website also says that if you receive one of those government benefits of SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits, even if you don't file taxes, it's saying that you should not use the non-filers tool. However, I have had a lot of people that have used the non-filers tool and they were receiving those benefits and they received their stimulus payment within about 2 to 3 weeks after using the non-filers tool. So if you're on one of those benefits, or if you're just not required to file taxes, then use the non-filers tool to enter your information to tell the IRS where to send your payment. If you've already received your first stimulus check, then don't fill out the non-filers tool. You don't need to. If you've filled out the non-filers tool and you still haven't received your check, and if you're checking the Get My Payment tool and it's not giving you a payment date yet, then I think you should also try calling the IRS. A lot of people are trying to call the IRS Stimulus Hotline and just get frustrated and are left on hold forever and then hung up on or transferred to an automated message. But keep trying to call. And in addition to that, I have another IRS number. It's the general IRS number, and I've been giving this out for a few days now. And there have been quite a few people that have tried this number and have had success with it. So if you haven't tried calling this number, the general IRS number, try calling 1-800-829-1040. That general IRS number, when you get a representative, you have to ask them to transfer you to individual accounts. You can't ask that number right off the bat about the stimulus check, but ask to be transferred to individual accounts. Once you're transferred to that other rep for individual accounts, then you can ask them the status of your stimulus check and see if you're eligible, see if the payment has already been sent out and you didn't receive it. Then you can initiate a payment trace and you can get all the answers to your questions and hopefully get any issues resolved while calling that number. You can also try calling the regular stimulus hotline at 1-800-919-9835, but a lot of people have just been frustrated when calling that number. But those are your two options. The general number at 1-800-829-1040 and ask to be transferred to individual accounts, or you can try calling the stimulus hotline at 1-800-919-9835. Just be ready for long wait times and potential frustration. You'll probably need to call back multiple times. But if you haven't received your first stimulus check, those are really your options. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits, for some reason, the IRS decided to put you guys last, and I think it's ridiculous. But if you're still waiting, those are your options. Call in the IRS, check the Get My Payment tool, and fill out the non-filers form if you haven't already and you're not required to file taxes. Those are your options for the first stimulus check. If you still have questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them in a future video or in the comments section. For those of you wondering about the second stimulus check, I get asked all the time about the second stimulus check, specifically for those of you on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and VA benefits. I'm getting asked if you're eligible for the second stimulus check. The second stimulus check has still not been finalized, and we don't know all the details of it at this point. However, if you are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits, my guess is you should be eligible for the second stimulus check. If you were claimed as a dependent on someone else's taxes, that's more up in the air. We don't know one way or the other whether they will include those that were claimed on someone else's taxes or not on the second stimulus check. But I think there is a chance that you will be getting a second stimulus check, unlike the first one. But we won't know for sure until hopefully this week when the Senate reveals its proposals. Mitch McConnell is set to reveal his proposal that he's been working on with Steve Mnuchin from the Trump administration, the Treasury Secretary, and that deal should be unveiled either today or tomorrow, so we will know the details of that plan from Senator Mitch McConnell. Actually, starting today, they have 15 business days to get something done before the August recess. The August recess, well, the Senate and the House will be in session until August 7th. And if they can't get something done by August 7th, then they will be on recess from August 10th until September 7th. So they really need to get something done over the next few weeks, or they're going to be on recess once again. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, did say, though, that if there is no stimulus package done before that August 7th recess, then the House of Representatives will not take a recess. They will either skip it or delay it until there is a stimulus package finalized. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the Senate to get something done and work with the House of Representatives. Otherwise, the Senate's going to look like the bad guys, and they know that in an election year, with an election coming up, that they don't want to look like the bad guys. So I think that's going to play into our favor as far as getting another stimulus check passed quickly, and so that the House and the Senate can work together and work quickly, hopefully, so that they can get something passed before that next recess. On Saturday, Kamala Harris made a pitch on MSNBC for her $2,000 per month stimulus package. Now, I know this is a very popular one with a lot of people, and a lot of people want that $2,000 a month stimulus package to go through. That was a proposal she made along with Senators Bernie Sanders and Ed Markey back in May, and it promised $2,000 per month for those that were making less than $120,000 per year for individuals and $240,000 per year for couples. And it was $2,000 per month for individuals and $4,000 per month for couples. And that continued on as long as the pandemic was still a problem. However, that $2,000 per month proposal didn't even get voted on in the Senate when it was proposed, and the proposals that were similar to that, like the Emergency Money for the Peoples Act that was proposed in the House of Representatives, didn't even get voted on in the House of Representatives as well. So a $2,000 per month stimulus package most likely will not happen. I know that's one that most people are wanting and asking for. However, $2,000 per month is not going to happen. The Senate has said they want a bill that's no more than $1 trillion total. The House of Representatives passed the HEROES Act, which was about $3.4 trillion. And the White House and President Trump have said they want about $2 trillion. So the next stimulus package probably closer to $2 trillion mark. There is no way with a $2 trillion stimulus package that they could afford to put $2,000 per month for those below $120,000 per year. That's just not feasible. That costs way more than $2 trillion would. So I don't think that's going to happen. Once again, With Congress back in session this week, we will be getting some concrete details on the second stimulus checks and the next stimulus package. I know you guys have been waiting forever for the details and are sick of all the speculation and all the guesses and all of us YouTubers talking about the second stimulus check. This week, we're going to finally get the details of the next stimulus package. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, hit that notification bell if you haven't, and be sure to like this video so YouTube will share it with others. I'm excited as you are to get some more stimulus details. So thank you once again so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.